This is Math Studies Lesson 4.5. This lesson we're going to put a lot of stuff together. We're going to be looking at midpoints, perpendicular bisectors. It's going to require us to use our slope formulas and our linear equation formulas from earlier in the chapter. So, midpoint would be the middle of a point, middle of a segment. The coordinates of the midpoint, the x-coordinate, what you do is x1 plus x2 divided by 2. That's actually the mean, the average. You're adding the two x values together and dividing it by 2. And then same thing for the y's. You're going to add the two y's together and then divide it by 2. You're averaging the y's. That is the formula for midpoint. And then perpendicular bisector, we had our, well, I should say what it is. Perpendicular bisector, it's when you cut a line in half with another line that's perpendicular to it. And the formula for that, we're going to be using the same point formula, but rather than using the slope, we're going to use the perpendicular slope, and then x minus x midpoint plus y midpoint. Okay? And so I'm going to call this the midpoint, MP for midpoint. Okay, so those formulas are pretty awesome. Let's do the first example, is just midpoint. So again, we're averaging the x's and we're averaging the y's. Here's x1, y1, x2, y2, averaging the x's, averaging the y's. The way that this is set up, you could not just type this in your calculator. Do not just type -1 plus 4 divided by 2. Order of operations, we need to do the numerator and then divide by 2. So -1 plus 4 is 3, 3 over 2 is 1.5. 3 plus 7 is 10, 10 over 2 is 5. So the midpoint will be 1.5 and 5. We're going to do the midpoint on the graph. We could pull the coordinates. This is -3, 1, and this is 1, -4. But I feel like it's easier to just use the graph and count. So I'm going to draw my triangle. This horizontal segment is 1, 2, 3, 4, so halfway is 2. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway would be 2.5. So my midpoint's going to be right here. That is -1, -1.5. So I'm finding the exact center of that line. If we wanted to use the formula, we would get the same answer. If we add -3 plus 1 divided by 2, that's -1, and +1 plus -4 divided by 2, that's -1.5. Letter B, perpendicular bisector. This is where it gets awesome. With points, the first thing we need is the slope. So y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. I'm going to leave that in fraction form. This is my slope. So my perpendicular slope, remember, is the negative reciprocal. So I flip that over and I can reduce that to -2. Now I need my midpoint. That is x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. That is 2 over 2, which is 1, and 6 over 2, which is 3. And then I can put it into my y equals formula. My perpendicular slope is -2. X minus my x midpoint is 1, plus my y midpoint is 3. Oops, no parentheses at the end. So I did that really fast. Hopefully you can slow that down or rewind it if you need to rewatch it. We're going to do another one off of the segment that's graphed rather than the coordinates. So first I need my slope. If I rise and then run, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Rise over run. My perpendicular slope would be -3/5. I need my midpoint, because this is 3 over, I'm going to go 1.5 over. And this is 5 up, I'm going to go 2.5 up. So right here is my midpoint, that is -2.5. -2.5, and then +1.5. Throwing that into my equation, I have a slope of -3/5. X minus my x1, my x midpoint is -2.5, so I switch that to a plus, because minus negative is a plus, and then plus 1.5. Okay, that is it for the notes. Please let me know if you have any questions, and good luck on the exercises. As soon as you've finished, you can work on the review and then see me when you're ready for the test. Good luck!